Alright, so welcome back everyone. Today is part 3 and we're going to be going over the exhaust system. I just want to show you all kind of how I did everything. Used some pieces that I had lying around. They were off a 2500 HD Chevy and just cut everything to fit it in the GMT 400 frame. But this is a true dual 3-inch exhaust back to a Flowmaster 50, and then it goes into a 2-in-1, the 2500 HD tailpipe, and that's 3.5. So 3-inch back to the muffler, and then 3.5 out in this single. So, but yeah, stay tuned and I'll show you all how I did it. Came out pretty good. Just takes a little bit of welding and cutting and trimming and a little bit of patience, but in the long run, it all comes together.
I think one of my favorite parts about building stuff is making my own exhaust pieces. I just got done with this piece here. It's going to go out the left manifold, come over underneath the transmission, and then go down the right side frame rail. So I'm running duals on this thing, so I had to make a couple cuts in this factory pipe to kind of make it fit the way I wanted it to, but it came out pretty good. I just got to get it put it in there. This tailpipe, sorry, my phone cut off there, will actually work the way I want it to. But yeah, I'm gonna chop here and here. Yeah, this is kind of cool because it's a dual out into a single tailpipe. So yeah, guess I got a diff leak to address, and I got to do something about the crusties on this frame. This frame's really solid, you know, compared to what you normally see in Michigan. This is just some scale. So I'm gonna hit it up with some black fluid film. I think it'll clean it up really well, and we'll go from there. But yeah, just wanted to show you all what I'm doing for exhaust. I feel like you see a lot of these swaps and nobody really goes over that. So yeah. So here's the second stage of building the exhaust. I got the muffler in place with a jack stand. Here's what I got. Got some pipes fit together. Got some pieces of factory exhaust, some factory vents here, and then I got a coupler, and then another piece here, and then I got a piece of tailpipe right here going into the muffler. So I'm gonna weld here, here, and here, and then right here, and then this connection here and that connection there are gonna be where the back of the exhaust is gonna slide off from the downpipes, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna get this welded up. We'll get it tacked, get it welded, and then we can start working on the tailpipe. All right, so finishing the exhaust up on the Suburban, doing the tailpipe now. This is my first mock-up. This is the tailpipe section off of 2500 HD. I got it tied up with a brake line. I'll weld the actual hanger in when we get that far, but it goes over the axle. It's pretty tight, but I think it's gonna work. Yeah, I used a couple adapters here, and I gotta figure something out with this hanger. That one's not gonna work, but yeah, we just gotta get her tacked into place, get a few hangers up there, and our homemade 3-inch exhaust will be done. I got the tailpipe welded up. It's put in. Now I gotta weld an exhaust hanger right next to the gas tank. So if y'all don't see any more Snapchats from me, I probably blew up. I got my fire extinguisher ready though. Wish me luck. Mission successful. Hanger's welded up. Nothing exploded. I'm gonna make one more hanger for the 2-in-1 right here at the back of the muffler. But other than that, she's mint. I'm gonna get some band clamps back here so I can slide the tailpipe on and off if I need to. But yeah, it's went pretty good. I'm really excited with how it turned out. Really can't wait to hear how it sounds. So hoping if everything goes well, I should have this thing running tonight. But we'll see. I'm gonna take it off the jack stands and start doing all the work under the hood, getting the harness routed and everything like that. But yeah, there she is. Homemade exhaust system. Alright, now here's the final rundown on the exhaust. Start from the back and work our way forward. Use the factory hanger here. Then we go up over. We got plenty of room there. We go up over the axle. Put another hanger in there. I just took the factory hanger and flipped it around backwards. So this is the factory 2-in-1 2500 HD tailpipe. I do need one more clamp for this side. O'Reilly's only had one, but I got the band clamp on over here. Flowmaster 50, dual in, dual out. And I got another factory hanger here. I had to move it from here to here, so I did have to drill some holes in the frame there. But yeah, we got a factory hanger there, and then I just welded the hanger right there. Band clamp here. This is kind of, in hindsight, that was kind of a terrible spot to put it, because it's really tricky to get to those clamp nuts. But I got it tightened up, and then we go up over cross member, another band clamp right here, plenty of room, and then as you can see, we go to the manifolds. I gotta hit this up with paint again, or just let it burn off, or whatever. I should have painted the pipe on this side, but I didn't. I don't really care. I just wanted to protect my welds and everything, but yeah, that's the whole exhaust system. Should run pretty good. I'm really excited to hear how it's gonna sound. But yeah, that's finally done.